Hey there, pilots. This is P with BananaHobby.com. Welcome to your What's in the Box review today of the FMS Blitz RC Works Curtiss P-40 Warhawk. This is a beautiful warbird, once again, by FMS. This is in the 1400 millimeter category with a wingspan of 55.2 inches. So it is a great, beautiful, beautiful warbird in that size class range. I believe this is the first of the few P-40s that we do have on our website. We have a couple smaller ones, and this is the first one in the 1400 millimeter category with full retracts and everything. This will come in your receiver ready format and or your airframe only, or you can choose to get it as a ready to fly format as well. And a couple of things about the P-40. This one today that we are going to do the review for is in the Flying Tiger scheme. And I am very, very honored to bring you this review, and we are going to do a flight review as well and a full hands-on review, full hands-on build review as well. I'm very honored because my granddad used to fly this P-40 back in the days. So he used to be a pilot of the Curtiss P-40 Warhawk. So when I'm building this, it has a lot of meaning to me, and to be able to have a part of this build and then be able to fly this for you all out there to enjoy, because this is part of my family trait. My granddad used to fly one of these, fly one of the real ones. So I think it's a real honor to me to be able to get my hands on one of these and build it for you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start opening the box here of this beautiful FMS P-40, and we'll show you what comes out of the box and some technical information along with what we're going to show you here. Let's get the top off here. We have quite an extensive warbird line now at Banana Hobby, pretty much with the FMS line. We have pretty much just about every warbird that I could think of, and we're still adding to it. So there's a lot more coming, so always check back on the website and on YouTube and stuff about what's coming up and stuff. So let's go ahead and grab our trusty hobby knife. Be careful, these are really sharp. Let's go ahead and cut the box open here. Cut the top off here. So this ships, when it ships to you, there's a top cardboard layer here to keep it from breaking, from pressing down on top. So it's a real thick cardboard piece on top to keep it nice and snug in there, and things from bouncing around and stuff. So, all right, let's get the top off here. Okay, well this review here is pretty much blind for me too as well. This is the first time I'm taking it out of the box. So this pretty much ships just to you just like this. First thing that comes out is your instruction manual. You want to keep that handy. And there's an ESC programming manual in there that we will go into and talk about later on when we get to the full hands-on build section. So here is your Curtiss P-40 Warhawk, and this is in the Flying Tiger scheme. And I am super excited. This thing is gorgeous. Let's go ahead and start cutting the box, or cutting the pieces out, and show you what comes out here. Let's go ahead and get some tape off of here. This is your full EPO foam construction, so the durability is amazing. EPO foam is extremely, extremely strong. Okay, cutting the tape here. Be careful not to cut your hands. The packing job FMS does is incredible. It's very, very sturdy in here, so nothing moves around, unless your shipping courier really runs it over with their shipping truck or something like that. I can't see anything really happening to this during the shipment. It's really, really well protected in here with a lot of foam and a lot of tape. So anyway, without that, let's go ahead and take the tail section out. Here we have this is the horizontal stabilizer with the elevators pretty much pre-attached already. And like all the FMS products, you want to remember before you take these pieces out of the bag, you can either label the bag with the pen or something like that, because what they do is they staple to the bag a little hardware bag to each surface for the control surface horns, and the one that's on this bag goes to the elevator because the screw lanes are different. So you want to make sure you don't mix it up. So let's go ahead and take it out. I'm going to put it back in the bag right after this so we can get to the build here. So this is your horizontal stabilizers, two-tone, very, very scale. And as you can notice here, as you see here, there's screws on here. There's two plastic washers, and the reason for the plastic washers are this airplane pretty much needs no glue. You pretty much assemble this with screws. So if you bust this tail off and you break something, or something falls over on it or something like that, you can actually just buy the parts. We have full parts for it. You can get the parts, and then you can screw it right back on there. So there's not any gluing with this tail section here. So that's really nice of FMS. That's one of the things that I actually really like about FMS is the thought that they put into actually making these airplanes more and more geared towards the pilot, and a lot more friendlier towards repairs. A lot of the times when you glue these things, you're pretty much stuck with it. So here's the vertical stabilizer with the rudder, pretty much ready to go, already attached. It's EPO foam hinged, and just another beautiful piece here. Let's take it out and take a look. Beautiful tail here. The camouflage, pre-painted, all the decals are pre-applied. Once again, you have your control horns on a little zip baggie here. So you want to keep that together with the vertical stabilizer. So let's go ahead and set that aside and get to the meat and potatoes of this review here. Here comes the main wing, and this is what's really exciting. I haven't really seen it yet. Well, actually, I haven't seen it yet. But here is your main wing. That is beautiful. Look at that. That's gorgeous right there. Flaps, your inboards are flaps, and your outboards are ailerons, and these are full EPO foam hinges. So the foam hinges go all the way across, and they're extremely durable. I have yet to have any kind of failure with EPO foam hinges, but for the people that are hobbyists out there that you don't want to use in the event you don't want to use EPO foam hinges or they break, you can easily repair them with welder's glue. There's a glue on the market called welders. And you can use welder's glue, and or you can just cut it with the X-Acto blade and then hinge it yourself. Put some actual plastic hinges in there. So that's always a possibility as well. So everything is pre-mounted in here. Your servos are pre-mounted. They're ready to go. And this is what's really exciting. These are electric retracts. There's no servos. There are no servos in the retract system. It's electric based, and it's all self-contained, so there's no more bind issues or no more strip servos in the retracts. And these are 90-degree rotating retracts. So they actually will fold and rotate at the same time and then close in this fashion here. That is gorgeous. I can't wait to get the build going here and just play with the retracts here. And of course, the Flying Tigers. This is the Chinese insignia for the Flying Tiger scheme here. And this is the actual one that my granddad flew. And this is gorgeous right here. It means a lot to be able to get my hands on one of these and do the build for you guys later too. Okay, and then we have this is the right wing, pretty much the same as we talked about. Everything is beautiful, two-tone, pre-installed. I'm going to go ahead and set this out of the way. Let's go ahead and grab the fuselage now. Actually, this is the center wing spar. It's like it looks like it's like a graphite composite material, nice and strong here. So make sure you want to install that wing rod there. All right, here comes the fuselage here. Nice. This is beautiful. Oh, I love that. It looks really good. This is like, every time I do one of these reviews for y'all out there, it's like Christmas morning for me. I love airplanes. I don't know what else to say. I do. Like, you think that when I'm on my own time, on my own weekends, I'm out, surfing or snowboarding or skateboarding. Yeah, I do a little bit of that here and there. But I can tell you what, I'm always working on airplanes. I love airplanes. Like, I eat, breathe, and sleep airplanes. When I wake up in the morning, I'm on, airplane websites looking for parts and stuff like that for myself. So, I never lose my luster for airplanes and helicopters and for RC, period. This is an amazing hobby. I love it. And I'm excited to bring you these reviews. Anyway, look at this beautiful fuselage. Sorry, I kind of went off on a tangent there. This decal is gorgeous here. A lot of this, I guess you could call it the mouth, the teeth. People have adapted this and put this on various things. I've seen it on trucks. I've seen it on helicopters. I've seen it on motorcycles. I've seen it on purses, handbags. I don't know, but this is the original where it came from here on this beautiful P-40 here. This is gorgeous, and there's the Flying Tiger right there. And this fuselage is pretty much ready to go. Let me go ahead and get the canopy off here. Magnetic canopy, pull it from the back, pops right off. And in here we have your basic, your servo layout. So you have a larger 17G type servo for the elevator, and for the rudder and the steerable tail wheel, we have pretty much a 9G right here, ready, set, pretty much ready to go right there. And I believe there's another servo for the tail wheel. There is. It's right here. It's underneath here, so you want to make sure that screws tight later on. So that's your servo for the tail wheel. And the main wings are screwed in as well. So I don't see any gluing in this whatsoever so far, except for maybe some of the small antennas and things like that. So let's go ahead and put this beautiful canopy back on. and the scale pilot with an instrument panel as well. So this is beautiful. Look at that beautiful scale pilot that's in there. I wish you can see that. Let me see if I can. Actually, I can't. Beautiful. You'll see it when I do the build review, so make sure you watch the build review. Let's go ahead and set the fuselage aside here. All right, so let's see what else comes out of the bag here. Okay, we have your bag of goodies here. This bag will have your Y splitters and your antenna, your push rods for your ailerons, and your flaps there, because the push rods for elevator and rudder are already ran in here, so that's pretty much ready to go there. And FMS Blitz provides you with a small Phillips screwdriver and an Allen wrench. So that's pretty much set and ready to go. Look at this beautiful, big, beautiful spinner here. This is impressive. Wow, this is gorgeous. Let's take this thing out here. Gotta look at this. Look at this big, shiny scale spinner. That is gorgeous. 3-bladed propeller. Don't mix up these screws here because we're going to need to use this later for the build. So let's go ahead and set this aside. Wow, that is beautiful. All right, what else comes out? And this bag has your scale propellers, and there are individual bladed propellers. So in case you break one or you nick one, you don't have to change out the whole propeller. You can actually just unscrew it and then take one off, and then you can purchase the parts and keep these around. And FMS does a great job because they give you one extra blade in there already. So when you get this, you get 4 blades, and all you need are 3. So there's 1 extra spare blade in there. All right. And then here we have the mock exhaust from the motor, from the engine, that we need to glue on later. And, of course, they include the famous tube of rubber cement. This stuff right here is great. I use this stuff everywhere. It's extremely strong, and what I love most about this is when you need to remove something, it actually pulls right off, and it's kind of gummy. You can actually just pull at it with your fingers, and it'll actually just come right off. So that's a great thing about that glue. And then there is an adapter in here that I can't really reach. Okay, I'm going to get my needle nose here. I don't feel like flipping the box. There we go. This adapter is for the existing plug in there is called an EC3 plug, and then there is a T-style plug on the other side. So you want to plug that into there if you're using a Dean's style Ultra plug or a T plug there. Well, you know, that pretty much is your, what's in the box review of this beautiful FMS Blitz P-40 Warhawk here. So make sure you tune into the actual full hands-on build review, and make sure you check out the flight review as well. Like us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe on YouTube for all the new videos coming up as well. My name is Pete. Make sure you check out the build review because that is coming next. Thank you for checking out this What's in the Box review, and we'll look to see you at the runway.